Hi Sagittarius, welcome to Starchaeology Tarot. My name is Desi and this is your May tarot reading. Welcome. First of all, thank you so much for liking and subscribing. Those of you who are becoming a part of this community, you're a crucial part of this community, of this collective, a crucial building block, and a beautiful building block, might I add. Not that I'm seeing any of your faces necessarily, but beautiful in the sense that your energy is uniquely you, uniquely beautiful, and everyone who has joined me so far has definitely made this collective feel more beautiful. So thank you for doing that with me or to me. What else do I have to say? Some of this is going to resonate, some of it won't. This is good for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I encourage you to check out your other placements because you are more than your sun sign. Whatever resonates with you in this video is what is meant for you, so please take that and graciously leave the rest. And with that, let's check in with Spirit and let's get Spirit on the horn here. Sagittarius, we've got the Five of Wands, the Two of Cups, the Hermit. I also I popped my eyes onto the bottom of the deck, and we also have the Ten of Swords there. So some sort of ending happening, ending of a belief system, something that you believed was true. I want to say about a certain relationship is coming to an end. Could also be something that you believed about conflict within a relationship that is coming to an end, or something that you believed about the conflict that you feel personally about being in a relationship with someone or being with other, whether that is with a romantic partner or a friendship, versus being alone with yourself, what it means to be alone versus to be with someone else. There is some sort of belief that is coming to an end there, and a mental detachment from that old belief. Some of you, I think, are experiencing actual conflict in a relationship right now, a friendship, and that may be resulting in you taking a much closer look at yourself. It's raising your own self-awareness, this conflict in this relationship. And that ultimately is actually, it's the raising of that self-awareness that is leading to, again, a mental ending for you, a mental detachment. What I'm hearing, Sagittarius, is that this can be a kind of huge download for you about yourself, like a huge realization that you are having, that makes it easy to detach from something in your life, makes it easy to no longer be committed to something, whether that is literally a literal commitment or even just a mental commitment, a mental devotion of thoughts and energy, mental energy that you are seeing. It's almost like suddenly this realization about yourself expands yourself so big that you're like, I don't need that anymore. I want that to end now. That'll help me if that ends. I want to let something die. And it all comes from this Five of Wands conflict. It's the actual raising of voices, hearing dissenting voices, being the dissenting voice yourself. Whether it's within a relationship, within the presence of someone else, serving as a mirror for you, or about a relationship even. Maybe it's not happening within the relationship, but it's conflict you feel about a specific relationship. And that is making you think very differently about what it means to be alone. Some of you, what I hear is that this is about how you view singledom and what it means to be single, and how you felt, a certain way you felt about being single versus how you're about to start feeling about being single. Something is really shifting for you. Something's really, really changing. Those of you maybe who didn't want to be single or were afraid of being single suddenly want to be. Others of you who were fine being alone, you are actually realizing, perhaps through connection with another person or conflict with someone in your life, that maybe is bringing you closer to a person. Like actually the conflict is healing. The tough decisions is creating intimacy, or tough discussions rather are creating intimacy between you and another person. And that's making you realize you want to have another person as a mirror, as a partner to examine this kind of conflict with, to examine these whatever's coming up for you, these issues within yourself or about the world. But you're realizing that you can't do that alone, and you want someone else to do that with you. For those of you who feel that way, it's like you're coming from this place of thinking you don't need anyone else, or thinking you could do everything on your own, and that's just not the case anymore. This is something healing about a new relationship that is already manifested in your life, or a union that is about to be manifested in your life. There is, I think for many of you, union that is coming into your life right now in May. There is a union being manifested, and that union. Here's the thing though, Sag, you are not, I think some of you wanted union before because you were putting so many eggs in that basket. Like, when I have union in my life, I will feel this way, or I will have this. Now what you're realizing is that union that you want to manifest in your life is not giving you any of those things necessarily. Rather, it's just creating the background, the context for you to still do the work you ultimately have to do on your own. You're still ultimately doing that important inner work on your own. You are sovereign of that. And you're realizing you don't need a relationship to almost make you bypass that kind of work, or make you bypass those things. A relationship's just like a nice bonus because it's this mirror that helps highlight conflict and dissent. And it's not about the ease of it. It's not about a relationship or a union making your life easier. It's just about having it as a tool that allows you to do the work that you feel called to do. So this is a real shift in thinking for you, Sagittarius, and ultimately can lead to big time further self-expansion and healing. We see that in the caduceus, in the Two of Cups, this symbol that we see on hospitals. There's something in this relationship that is healing. I think some of you, this is healing a relationship with yourself. So this isn't even necessarily about someone else, but rather resolving conflict within yourself. And you're doing this by yourself. You don't need anyone else. It's the relationship between you and God, or the relationship between you and your higher self. And that is what is being healed right now. And you are letting go of old beliefs and thoughts about that relationship with yourself. Literally the words that you speak to yourself, the things you think about yourself. You're hearing, you're suddenly seeing yourself the way that your higher self sees you. And now it's becoming a discussion, a dialogue between you and your higher self, rather than a monologue of your ego. Really beautiful stuff, Sagittarius. I think that this can be such a powerful month for you, and ultimately results in the resolution of conflict, whether that is conflict with someone else or inner conflict that has just been existing within you. That conflict is coming up so that it can be resolved, and so that it can also transform you. And that is exactly what's happening. So very cool. I would love to hear how this looks specifically in your life, Sagittarius. Feel free to comment below if you want to. If you dug this video, please like and subscribe. That helps me keep doing what I'm doing. And on that note, I love you. I'm rooting for you, and I'll see you next time.